All right. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
This is
Morning.
Clark's, I think, third visit on Coffee with MC and Liza's first. We're so
Yay.
excited.
Welcome, Liza. I know.
Thank
I know.
you. Thank you.
I
And
let her participate every now
Third
and then.
time's the charm.
that's exactly right. That's exactly
We
right.
love it. Well, y'all have so many fun new projects happening. So we can't wait to talk to you about the most recent one that just opened its doors.
I know. And so guys, if you are not familiar with Clarke and Liza Merrell, I can assure you that you're familiar with one of their many establishments. So let's see if we can do it. So Clarke and Liza are the owners of Circa 81, Beaufort Olive Oil, Social Q,
Dank Burrito.
Merrell Estates, Dank Burrito, and now Prime, which is the fabulous new steakhouse that has opened in the previous location of the Bistro. They have renovated, it looks fantastic, and they are just doing a fantastic job. So we're here today to talk to them a little bit about what is happening specifically over at Prime. So if you've not had a chance to visit yet, we're going to give you the scoop.
Yay. So thank you guys for being here.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you.
So before we dive in, of course, we want to ask the logistical questions like what are you guys, your favorite things on the menu and stuff like that. But before that, will you guys kind of dive into the story behind Prime, why you guys decided to open a new restaurant?
Yeah, I mean,
Clark's like, where do I start?
Yeah, well, so it's we opened Circa in 2010, and it's just been this real constant progression since. I feel like every year since 2010, we've opened a new business, or I've bought real estate, I've flipped real estate, something along those lines. Many people don't know, but Liza worked for a software company for many, many years, 17 years, I think. And
I did
I
not.
got her, I got her, the whole time she was running weddings and helping the Circa kind of do scheduling and all of that. This past August, I was able to shake her free, and she came on our team, my team, her team, full time. And it's just kind of interesting because along the line, like she never really knows what I'm up to or any kind of new projects. It's kind of the deal. But this project goes back a little bit even before that. Libby, I knew, was kind of on her downturn of retirement and trying to figure out what was next for her. And her and I had some like joking conversations about, once you buy my space, it'd be great, you'd love it. And I just laugh and she just laugh, and then we do whatever. And COVID happened, and then she just closed it down. She was done. She retired. They locked the doors December 31st of 2020. She tried to sell it, didn't sell. She tried to lease it, didn't lease. It was just sitting here for a while, and I would drive by, I'd look at it, I'd drive by, I'd call Libby, I just, we would dream a little bit and kind of figure it out, because it was an amazing spot. Libby and Tim didn't shut down because they had a bad business. They were just ready.
Sure.
And it just kind of sat here, and I got Libby on the phone one day and I was like, look, when are you coming to town? And she came to town, and we literally came in, sat down, and just like hammered out the details and just made it happen. And I just came home and I told Liza, I was like, we're signing up for a new restaurant.
It was meant to be. It was meant to be.
She just kind of like, it's kind of a running joke. And she's been super supportive, and she doesn't ask a whole lot of questions. I mean, it's pretty awesome for me because I don't have to go get permission and do all this like stuff that we would do. So, we had the opportunity. There's great real estate that comes along with this building, and that was really like the motivating factor for me because, some of my other restaurants, I'm in a lease situation. So we put ourselves in a position to be able to like, hold on to this. And that's kind of the real reason. But yeah, I mean, it happened kind of, it was quick and it was slow, all of the things. So anyway, here we are.
Well, we're so grateful that you're there, and so grateful that you guys have opened this incredible business, which really is in a class all its own in this area. And one of the things I know is that you guys have really been taking feedback and really listening, that you're very much in tune with your clients and with your customers and understanding kind of what they want to see. I know that y'all have continuously updated the menu and modified things to make it so that it's exactly what people want, which I think is so cool. Yeah. I mean, what a great, it's not cookie cutter at all. If anything, it's a very customized experience, and you guys are totally catering what you're offering to the folks who live around here. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think we're one of the, folks in this area who have a mindset of using all of the data we can about guest visits. So we're taking what people are ordering. We're putting notes in every single reservation about what have they eaten, what did they like, what did they not like. We're going around to every table and intentionally checking in with them. I'm poring over the reviews, like reading every little bit of it, because it's important to us. And when our servers say, we're glad you're here, they mean it. You know, we mean it. Like, we don't take any guests for granted here or at any of our businesses for that
Sure.
matter.
Yeah, I
But
mean, one of
it's
the
crazy,
things,
yeah.
one of the things that, you know, a lot of people say, well, how do you do all this, right? We have all these things you just rattled off. And, you know, Maritina, as you know, it takes a great team. You cannot do this by yourself. I can't do it by myself. It takes a lot of people. So we have meetings now. You know, I'm not the chef in the back anymore, although I am in the back a lot, but I have a team. And, you know, during our recent, our team discussions, you know, one of the things that I wanted to make very clear was that this is a new business and this is a new restaurant, and we can't use our past successes to prop up kind of the future of Prime. Like, we still have to go earn this. Like, me opening a new restaurant, I don't think we have a shoe in. I don't think we have it made. Like, we got to go bust our tail, the same that we've done for 15 years at the other restaurants. So we're not like resting on our laurels thinking that we just have it made. We're going to open the door and we're going to make tons of money and sell a lot of food. So we are working very, very hard. And like you said, and Liza said, we're really paying attention to like what the guest
So cool.
want and like. We've been open 6 weeks. I've done 5 menu changes. And it's, you know, one of the menu changes was we added a baked potato. Like, it was nothing big, but like, we got feedback. That's what they want. And yeah, so that was like one of our changes. And then there was a couple things in the menu that were overpriced, and I lowered them. And there was some things in the menu that was underpriced, and I raised it. Like, it's, you know, people got to understand, when you're in business, it's percentages and it's margins, and it's, you know, it's a formula. It's not a arbitrary situation. We'll just like put a number on things, right? Like, we are literally buying the best quality beef that I can freaking
I was
buy.
going to say, and of course that has an impact. Sure. The quality of the materials that you use, which also I would imagine if you guys are wood firing those steaks, you've got to think about the wood that you're using. You've got to, I mean, it's not just about the actual food. It's about all that goes into preparing it too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got a contract with a local tree company. I walked to one of their drop lots and I looked, and they had a big pile of wood, and I wrote them a $4,000 check. And I'm like, this pile's mine. And then they backhaul it to a social queue when they come to town with an empty load, and they dump it. Then I got to send my team over there with chainsaws to cut it into manageable pieces. Then my team splits it. Then we stack it. And then I have a tractor that runs back and forth between Prime and social queue, delivering wood and supplying wood to each other. So I'm just not turning on a gas knob.
So cool. Yeah.
It's like a process, but you know, it makes a big difference.
I love hearing the passion and the pride from both of you when you talk about it, you know, and that this is not just a set it and forget it kind of a thing. You guys are really working to make sure that you are providing your guests the experience and the food and everything. And it is an experience, right? I mean, that's what eating out really is it's an experience, and you guys are nailing it.
And what I see, oh, go ahead, Clarke.
Well, I was just going to say, everything that we're doing is on purpose. It's intentional. We're not like the way the tables are set, the way my team speaks to you, like we really want to connect. It's not about the transaction. It's about the connection. And, you know, we're connecting through food. We're connecting through the birthday parties or the celebrations or the engagements. Like, we want to connect, and we want to connect as much as our guests want us to connect, right? If you're on a date, we don't want to pester you. Like, we want you to be on your date, but you know, and that's part of training, is like being able to read your table and see, you know, how and it really, there's a fine line of a server making it about you in the restaurant and not about themselves, because we have a lot of great customers that come with a lot of great experiences, and I don't need to sit there and have them list you all of the things that they've done in their life, unless you care to hear it. But that's not the intent. So it's important for them to be able to read the room and like serve you, connect with you, and like create that. And like Liza said, we track everything, and we literally have a lineup every day at 4:15. Like, the servers line up like military style, and you know, we make sure that they're not wrinkled or like sloppy or like, you know, dressed up. This is an opportunity for the leadership to like go over what's new. It gives them an opportunity to like run down, you know,
things we need to do better.
Things we need to do better. But even it's like, you know, you have Mr. and Mrs. Smith at 7 o'clock. You know, she's allergic to peanuts. Just know that. So the servers know that going to the table. Not to suggest anything that may have peanuts, or, you know, she hates coconut. Don't suggest the coconut mojito. Like, it gives us the ability to have data to make decisions like that.
That's
So
really cool.
It really is.
That's
we print
really
out cheat sheet. They're cheat sheets every day, and it's being intentional. There's like we have a way that we place your like to go bag on your table so the dining room can see it. Like it's just not like here you go. Like everything that we do
I
has a
love that.
purpose, and that we design. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you we get it right 100% of the time, but that is our heart, and that is what we are working to do. And we're 6 weeks in, and our team is crushing it. So
That's, I mean, from what I'm hearing, and y'all, we haven't even talked about the food yet, which is the coolest part about all of this is how passionate you guys are about the experience that you're providing. And a lot of what you guys are saying is like a lot of things I've heard Mary Cheatham say. So no matter the industry,
Yeah.
I think a good leader is someone who can pivot really well. Like you guys have, you guys have shown with your menu as a small example.
Mhm.
Also someone who cares about, like genuinely cares about the people who walk through their front door. And from what we've heard you guys say, you guys are anyone who walks through your door, whether they're there to get apps and drinks or whether they're there to have, the tomahawk steak. I've been seeing so many pictures of it. You're going to treat them the same. I think that's the coolest part about all of it. So let's get into the food.
I know. Yes, that's what we want to know is
Yes.
would each of you guys tell us, like if you were to walk in and order the dinner that you wanted, what would you get?
Okay, so I love Camus as a wine drinker. I will say I don't drink a lot. We are just very busy and I got all that out when I was much younger.
Check.
Okay. I'm just not able to hang like I used to be. So, but I do love a great glass of wine, and we have Camus by the glass on our wine machine. So we have these awesome wine machines that you can get some really, really nice wines by the glass at a different price point than if you were to buy, a more expensive, higher end wine by the bottle. So that's nice because obviously if you just want to have one glass of wine, so I would probably choose Camus. I love our King Crab Stack. It has some arugula, some mango, some crab. It is like really fresh and light, but still filling, and it's delicious. Kind of just all the right flavors in your mouth. I also love our grouper. I like seafood a lot. So their entree is delicious. I do love steak as well. Don't get me wrong, but those are probably a couple of my home runs that I've had.
That sounds so good, Liza. I want to come share with you.
Same.
It was so good. Nothing was left on my plate.
Yeah. So, I think for me, it varies. I think something that's really cool that is overlooked is our smoked sturgeon dip.
Oh, yeah.
So we're working with Marshallburg Farms, so we get their caviar, and I thought it'd be really neat to offer their fish as well, because they have to kill the fish to harvest the roe.
Sure.
So they sell the fillets raw. You can cook, etc. But they also have a great like smoked product that they do. So we're buying the smoked sturgeon from them and making our dip.
Cool.
I think that's really overlooked, and it
is really yummy.
and it's really delicious. But I'll tell you, we do a dry aged New York strip, and we're going to be starting a dry age program in house here really, really soon. I just wanted to get our legs underneath us and get launched before I throw a new wrinkle at the team. So the dry aged New York strip is really awesome. And then we do I love mashed potatoes. I love anything potatoes. This is my favorite food. Fried potatoes, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes. It doesn't matter.
Potatoes. Yeah.
Yeah, so we do a mashed potato with some like Boursin spread, like herb and garlic, like Boursin cheese.
Oh my God, I love Boursin.
So we cream that out and add it to our mashed potatoes, and they're delicious. So mashed potatoes, steak, our salads are really awesome. We do a wedge salad that's a little different than most. It's really delicious. So there's a lot of great things. I love any steak like Oscar style. I love Béarnaise sauce, just like creamy tarragon. I love tarragon.
Yeah.
Yum.
Oh my God, y'all! I am so hungry.
I am. The seafood tower. People that get the seafood tower love it, and it's like don't sleep on our cheeses. Joel Sullivan's one of my chefs, and he's on my leadership team, and he sourced this amazing cheese and meat selection that is just really outside the box. And actually what I'm learning is that people at steakhouses don't eat meat and charcuterie as much as I thought they would. So that may be something that we have to adjust and remove, but I don't want to because I love it. But at Circa, we sell the mess out of those boards, and here people just want their steaks. They're like, damn it, give me the
They're
meat.
saving
So,
room, I bet, for like a big, yeah.
saving something. So, but yeah, we have a lot of great things.
Well, it
You know,
sounds
the
like
idea
it.
for this restaurant wasn't to get off on this like extremely crazy creative chef tangent. It was like, let's drive right down middle America and have all of the delicious crowd favorites. I mean, the chicken piccata sells well, the grouper sells really, really well.
Oh my gosh,
We have some vegetarian stuff. The steaks speak for themselves. Yeah, there's just like there's a lot of good options. But
And Clarke, can we just circle back for just a second? Because earlier, did you say coconut mojito?
Well, we have a great cocktail menu. Yeah. So we have
there's one on there that I'm forgetting. There's Sonia does one.
the smoked one.
Yeah, she does one with mezcal that
Yeah.
smoked coconut. I can't even remember. Like, so
It's smoked pineapple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That sounds so good. Because mezcal is tricky. Like when you nail it, it's so good. And when somebody gets it wrong, it is a bomb. I mean, a bad mezcal cocktail, like I can't take another sip of it if it's not good.
Yeah. She has these crafted cocktails that are really outstanding.
She's
And
our
she
beverage
could-
director.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she could have her own time with you because it's really amazing.
I don't even. Yeah, she's like, here, taste this, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's like, I'm like, man,
Magic.
this is.
It's
And
magic.
you can get so complex with drink flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even more so than food.
Yeah.
There's so many like beverage flavors, and when you get into like shrubs or vinegars and like simple syrups, and anyway, so that's a whole
sounds
other
like-
discussion. But the
it sounds
mezcal,
I
Yeah,
want to move there.
agree.
Yeah.
And it sounds like we need to make a field trip to y'all's bar to meet
Yes.
your bartender and do a coffee with MC field trip.
Yes, she would be great.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
I
We'll make
love that
we'll
idea.
add it
Oh
to
my God, take
our,
me there,
our
take me there.
dream list.
Well, guys, I know. As we're wrapping up, could you guys tell us what is saving your life right now?
Oh gosh. Well, I'll speak to what Clarke said earlier, and I thought about this a little bit. It's just our team. So we have such a great leadership team across all of our businesses. So across the entire 81 hospitality group, and they've all had to help us get this off the ground, right? So that meant that like we said, hey, you might not see us as much for the next couple weeks here and there and doing this. And they all stepped up. They said, no problem. Like get that baby walking, get that. It's okay.
I love that.
Like,
I'm gonna start saying that.
yeah, I mean, they
I love
really were. I literally had conversations. I said, it doesn't mean, that we're watching things. We just can't physically always be everywhere at the same time.
Yeah.
And they all stepped up. They kept all the wheels on the bus moving. And that is a great, there's people that have moved into new roles and taken on more leadership, which is super impressive and exciting. And I think just really humbling for us too, to have so many people trust us and be on like journey with us. I'm sure, you feel that way when you're a leader of a team. Like,
Absolutely.
I can't believe all these people are like, on the bus with us. That's so cool.
Yes.
So
yeah, I mean,
they're doing us a great service every day.
yeah, I mean, like, imagine when you first started, your Mary Cheatham retreats were, probably just a handful, and now, we help cater from time to time, and
Yeah.
30 crazy women running around. Doing all kinds
It's
of
so
stuff.
true. It's so true. It
Yeah,
was
I mean,
right.
it's grown since I've started, doing it with you guys. So it's like,
I know.
it's the team, man. You can only do,
It's
I can only do so much in my own two hands. Then you have to train and empower and trust. And, we have people that treat our businesses as if it was their own, and we can't ask for more.
That's
So,
when you know that's it. That's the pinnacle right
yeah.
there. That's
So,
so
I mean,
amazing.
it's, there's a book, it's called, Who Not How. It's,
Oh yeah, we've read it. So
Yeah.
good.
it's, I say that to myself all the time, because it's like, it's easy to just want to put up a roadblock. And I learned as like a leader, it's who not how. It's like
Exactly
you
right.
gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out.
That's
You know?
exactly right. That's a great book.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm feeling fired up for this weekend.
I know.
I can't wait to
You
pay a
guys,
visit to Prime.
thank y'all.
And thank you guys
for
for
your
being with
time.
us.
I know we know how busy you guys are. Heavens to
Yeah.
Betsy. Thank y'all, and thank y'all for bringing such wonderful things to Carteret County. We're
Great
great
to see you soon.
Come meet with us. Oh, one quick thing.
Yeah.
So if you go on Open Table and our reservations are full, we only like put out so many. So call. Chances are you can get in. But open to, because we don't release all of our reservations to Open Table. It's hard to juggle with that. So if they're full, call, and typically we can rearrange something because Open Table doesn't have that human element to like maneuver.
Sure.
So
That's a great tip.
Yeah, it is a good tip because I don't want people to like go online and be like, we can't get in. Like you can always get into the bar and call us.
I love that. Good
Thank
tip.
you.
Thanks, guys. See y'all soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
That is a good tip. I love a good tip.
Good tip. I love that.
Wow, I'm starving now.
I know. I know.
Yeah,
That was
and
really, yeah.
I want to try that cocktail as well. Not now, maybe, but maybe later
Maybe
tonight.
not. That's exactly right. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Do you have something that's saving your
You know
life?
what? I think what's saving my life is just that it has been a great, busy week, and I'm grateful for everything that was accomplished. And I'm really trying to do a better job of looking back and saying, okay, this is what we did. And we did a lot this week, and I'm
Yes.
proud of us. And I'm just grateful for all the opportunity.
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one. I'm grateful for it being lighter later.
Oh, that's such a good one.
I mean, period.
The end.
For so many
The
reasons.
end.
but
Yeah.
That's
the
what's
end.
saving my life.
That's really good. That's good.
Yes.
Well, guys, we hope you'll have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.